Hi soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're doing what is your future spouse or partner be like. This was a highly requested reading, so I'm very happy to be doing it for you guys today. And as usual, we'll be picking 4 piles together. I already see the first pile popping up. All right, I believe this is now ready. So, for pile number 1, we have butterfly. For pile number 2, we have fish. And for pile number 3, we have stingray. And for pile number 4, we have the buffalo. Before you make your choices, I know a lot of you would like crystals along with your card choices, so I'm going to add these in a moment. For pile 1, we have the bloodstone. For pile 2, we have the yellow aventurine. Pile 3, red jasper. And pile 4, the amethyst. So now take a look at which one of these 4 piles or 4 crystals you are the most drawn to, and that's probably the pile for you here today. If you kind of feel drawn to another pile, like it's calling out for you, take a look at that pile. I know with your intuition you'll be able to discern what messages you're supposed to hear from the other pile. Your spirit guides, I'm sure, will guide you. You will have this inner knowing. So always trust your intuition, guys. It will always guide you to the right readings. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hey soul family, if you enjoy the shuffling and card picking process and find it to be calming and an enjoyable part of the reading process, just like I do, I've left this part specifically for you. So now let's get ready to prepare our 4 piles. So the decks that we'll be using today are these 3 decks. And then there's another tarot deck that we'll be using during the reading. If you ever want to know what type of deck I'm using, I always leave their names and links to these decks down in the description box. Right, so let's first pick out our oracle cards before we get into the tarot cards. I'll be using this one for the shadow and then this one for the general reading of this person. Okay, so what will their future spouse or partner be like, please? So 1, 2, wow, 3, and actually I see the 4. That was a really cool one. Right, these were ready, I guess. Okay, so now let's pick our shadow cards. We'll be picking 2 for each pile, because I know this deck is deep and I know we're gonna be getting a lot from these 2 cards. So what will their future spouse or partner be like, please? Whoop. More time. What will their future spouse or partner be like, please? Can we kindly know? Thank you. All right, that feels right. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Lovely. Now let's pick up our tarot cards and find out more information. Can we kindly know, please, what will their future spouse or partner be like, please? Can we kindly get a lot of details on who this person will be? How will they be like? How are they going to interact with the people watching this video, please. Thank you very much. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That surely wants to come out, and 5. Right. So I guess we're now ready. Let's organize our 4 piles neatly. So let's put this on the top. Let's put these on the top. This one on top. Lovely. So pile 1 is ready. The butterfly pile. And the bloodstone. Okay. Pile number 2, we'll do the same. We'll take these to the front. So pile 2 is also ready with the yellow aventurine. Lovely. Pile number 3. As usual, we'll move these to the front. Whoa, okay. They're getting ready as we're getting ready. They're really ready to be read today. Wonderful. Okay. So pile 3 with the stingray is also ready. And this pile has the red jasper. Let's put it over here. Right, and last but not least, our 4th pile. Right. Lovely. Our 4th pile with the buffalo is also ready with the amethyst. So guys, I guess we're now ready. We've prepared our 4 piles. Thank you so much for sticking around. It is always a pleasure having you around in the shuffling process. Believe me, I feel your energies. I love it, and I love this time that we have together. And I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. So you have chosen the butterfly and the beautiful bloodstone. Do you see the red spots here? Do you know that the bloodstone is actually jasper, and these little red dots that you have inside are hematite? It's such a magical, beautiful stone, and it works by boosting your energy and bringing brightness back to your soul. I love this stone. Such a good choice. Let's see why you were drawn to this stone. You have the butterfly. Let's see what your other cards are. So you have Saturn in Taurus. Ostentation. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see what this is all about. I'll be using these 2 specific tarot cards for the shadow side as well. So what do we have? All right, we have strength. And we have, oh, I wonder. We have temperance. All right. Interesting cards to come into the shadow, right? Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. You have Judgment. Wow. Okay. the sun. We were just talking about bringing brightness back to your soul. You have a lot of sun energy here. It's like also judgment is all about rising. So initially, it's even right under the yellow aventurine, which I noticed from the next pile. So there's a lot of brightness and yellow energy in your reading. And I can see that this person is going to be so pleasant, so loving, that they will be bringing life back. Not that you need someone, but it seems like they're a pleasant, lovely, fun person to be with. Someone who will definitely bring joy and brightness into your life. A great addition here. You have the Ace of Swords. The Eight of Swords. And you have the King of Pentacles. Such an interesting reading. So pile number one, first things first that I absolutely notice in your reading here with Saturn and Taurus and King of Pentacles. I'm not going to say ostentation, but I will say that your future spouse or partner is someone who is inherently well off, someone who also has worked so much in their job. They're far ahead in life, and they've accumulated a lot of wealth. They live a luxurious life, your future spouse. Pile number one. That is very clear in your reading here. Now, the second thing that I see in your reading with the butterfly and taking a look at how beautiful their shadow cards here are, especially with the Strength in conjunction with Temperance. Like, what? This looks like a person who has undergone great change and transformation in their life, pile number one. This to me looks like a person who you would have met at some point in the past and would have thought, wow, what an amazing person. If only they didn't have this huge drawback that could be a threat to the relationship. So these examples could perhaps be, you know, how you meet someone so wonderful and they're such wonderful people, so charismatic, so they genuinely care, but they have this one big thing that could really, threaten the connection between the two of you. The examples could be, maybe they're addicted to some sort of substance and thus they're not always in the right mental state. Or maybe they're just wonderful. They would go out of their way to help you and be there for you and love you, but they're not entirely faithful. Maybe they're faithful, but they get attracted to people easily, and that's something that's not okay with you, for example. Or maybe this is a person who is just wonderful and faithful and is not responsible, but is someone who doesn't know how to communicate and keeps things to themselves, and things build up and they cause trouble. They're not willing to communicate with you when you have something to say. The examples are endless, but that's the picture that I'm seeing here. So this is a person that you would have met in the past, who would have been just wonderful. A person who you would have looked at and went, wow, if just this person didn't have that one thing that is very hard to live with, this would have been my dream person. Now, you're going to be meeting this sort of person that would have wowed you in the past. But as we just mentioned, this person has undergone a great transformational phase in their life. They have pinpointed their shadows. They have worked so hard to balance this shadow out and to make sure that they are the best version of themselves, for themselves first, and for the people around them. And so meeting this person, you will initially feel like, wow, did I just hit the jackpot here when it comes to relationships? This is a person who's responsible, who knows how to take care of their lives, is financially very stable and wealthy. Not that you ever need them for their money. I'm just telling you how they would look like when you meet them. And this is a person who has grown, is very very focused on growing themselves, personal development, healing, looking at their shadow self straight into the eye, making sure that they do everything to heal and become the best versions of themselves, the best version of themselves. They're not afraid. You kind of see here that the Strength card is depicted as a girl standing on cards. And this really shows me two things. Standing on cards is not really solid ground. And so this person is not afraid to shake and ruin their whole foundation if they have to, and rebuild a new one, just like a butterfly does with its cocoon. It is in one shape and it comes out of this cocoon in another beautiful shape. That's the same kind of energy here. They're not afraid of destroying everything if it needs be, and rebuilding their lives if they're not standing on solid ground, if it's not the right way to gain strength and be the best version of themselves, to gain back the balance they need in order to become a balanced, wise person. And that's what the King energy is all about. Balanced energy, someone who's matured, someone who has taken a good look at themselves. They've learned how to do the right thing in the right way, and have mastered themselves, really. So that's one wonderful aspect about your future spouse, pile number one. I love that for you. Now, I do notice something. The bloodstone is a stone that is used to cleanse and realign your lower chakras with the heart. So that would kind of tell me that for some of you, or maybe for a lot of you, this may be someone who has learned to become faithful, has learned to combine their sexual energy with the heart, has learned to master themselves and master their addictions as well. They've learned to realign themselves. They've learned to be stable. Yes, stable is the word I'm looking for. They've learned to be stable, and at the same time, they have opened up their hearts and are very warm, loving people. You do see the first thing that we've noticed is the Sun and the Judgment card. Again, the idea of a person who not just has grown, but will continue to grow. A person who's willing to gain feedback and make the connection more loving, and rise together to make it the best version that it can. This is someone who is light-hearted, loving, fun to be around, joyous. I'm getting a lot of good sense of humor here. Pile number one. Someone who's funny, who looks at the positive side of life. They're not the sort of person that have victim mindsets, or the sort of people who feel stuck. And while this used to be their energy in the past here, they've learned to gain clarity on that. And it used to be part of their shadow, which is no longer there. You do see someone out of the water, someone who's moved away from this energy, and has now gained clarity on how to have a healthy mindset. This is a person who's probably listened to a lot of maybe personal development experts or scientists, or read a lot of books on how to improve mental clarity and improve mental health. And they have this wonderful, powerful new way of thinking, where they're looking at the bright side of things. When things don't go right, they take the feedback and see how they can do it better the next time. They've healed their inner child and they're ready to take on a wonderful life. I do see that you as well, pile number 1, will be exactly the person that they want. Because what I'm noticing here from this person is that this person only picks the best. They've learned that they don't need to settle, that they only pick the best out of life for themselves. They only go after exactly what they want, leaving behind this stuck mentality of change in thought of oh well, that's only what I'm worth. Do you see how someone feels stuck here? That's only what I'm worth. That's only what I can have. And they've learned to open up their minds and hearts and look for exactly what they want. And you do see a beautiful figure here standing with the Ace of Swords. And whether you are whether you love males or females, that's not the point. The energy that I'm seeing here is that they have now learned to pick exactly what they want and believe that they can have the person that they want in their lives. And since this is your reading, of course, of your future spouse, it's very obvious that you are going to be their dream person, pile number 1. I love your reading. Such wonderful reading here. May you be blessed with your future spouse, pile number 1. Let's get more information for you. But before that, I just noticed, do you see how this figure is sitting on a high platform? And this shows me even higher than where the bird is flying. You see how high that is. And this kind of shows me that this person will really be holding you in high regards, treating you very nicely, treating you as their king or queen. You'll get such sweet treatment from your future spouse. They will think very highly of you as well. Okay, so you have the Page of Swords. Ooh, that's ready. Okay. Wow, you have the 10 of Cups right in conjunction with the Sun. What a wonderful reading. Pile number 1. You have the 3 of Swords. You have the 9 of Wands. And you have the Hierophant. So, of course, with the Hierophant ending your reading, this is someone who will be willing to commit. No question about it. This is, at the end of the day, a reading about your future spouse or partner, but this is here to confirm that. A lot of you may get married to this person as well. Now, it's very obvious here with the 10 of Cups that you'll be very happy with this person. You might choose to build, because I'm seeing a lot of children here. Right in conjunction with each other. So you may actually have children with each other. And seeing the Page of Swords, the 3 of Swords, and the 9 of Wands here, this is giving me even more perspective to the cards that we've just read. So with the Page of Swords, you do see someone who's very adamant about making a change. And courageous, is not afraid to make a change. Is not afraid to voice confidently what they think. Having that in conjunction with Judgment, I do see that your future partner or spouse, pile number 1, is someone who will be a wonderful person to communicate with. Readily, not available, readily waiting, readily wanting to change. When you communicate together about an issue that may not have been working, a serious issue or even a small issue, they're willing to listen to you. They're not afraid to apologize if need be. They're not afraid to think about what they're doing and see what's fair for the both of you and instantly make these amendments. What a beautiful character this is, pile number 1. With the Three of Swords, this is someone who has been in a lot of heartbreak with relationships in the past. They've gained a lot of clarity. They've learned a lot. With the relics in the heart here, this is really showing me that this is not a person who has gotten into a relationship, didn't work out, moved on like nothing happened, and got into the other. This person takes feedback very seriously. They've seen where they went wrong, how they have jeopardized a beautiful connection in the past. They've also learned what type of people not to be with, who can hurt them as well. And so this is a person who's coming in with great experience, great growth. They have learned that relationships could be hurtful, and now they're willing to and now they're willing to create a beautiful, loving, positive relationship that will stand the test of time. They have that type of awareness. They're very adamant about making you and them very happy. They've learned a lot from the past. They have a lot of empathy. They have a lot of awareness and understanding on how to communicate right this time, on how to create a bond, how to keep a family happy. This will be a marvelous person, pile number 1. And you'll find that this is a very confident person, pile number 1. This person you'll really admire how they're able to speak out and voice out what they want to say confidently when other people might choose to stay quiet or might just take the bullying and move on. No. You are going to be with a person, pile number 1, who's very sure of themselves, is not afraid to speak up, is not afraid of being embarrassed, and knows how to stand up for themselves and for you, and does not allow and does not tolerate any type of injustice, any type of bullying, any type of disrespectful behavior that could come their way. And they are willing to stand boldly and courageously to speak about it and to make sure they protect their house, they protect their family, protect you, and protect themselves. Pile number 1, honestly, I would say this is a dream person. May you be blessed with this beautiful relationship. I loved this reading for you. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. So you've chosen the beautiful yellow aventurine, and you have also chosen the fish. So let's take a look at your cards and find out more about how your future spouse or partner is going to be like. Right, so let's keep this beautiful stone here. I have a lot to say about this beautiful crystal. It's really a great addition to your crystal collection. Wonderful for so many things. So let's see how it aligns with your reading. You have Mars in Capricorn with criticism, right? I see. Okay, let's take a look at their shadow cards before we take a look at their regular tarot cards. So we have the 3 of Wands and we have the 10 of Cups in the shadow. How interesting, right? Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So pile number 2, you have Temperance. You have Death. You have the 2 of Pentacles, right? Okay. You have the 6 of Swords. And you have the Queen of Wands. Yes, I mean, I'm not surprised at the Queen of Wands here at all. So what I'm seeing here straight away, pile number 2, is that this is a person who is very much in touch with their emotional side. So much so that they have the 10 of Cups in their shadow. And this looks to me, pile number 2, your spouse, it seems like they may have had a parent, one or both parents in the past, who criticized them a lot. They are an artist at heart. They're very much in touch with their emotions, but it seems like in the very past, they were really deprived of love from one parent or both. And this is why we have the 3 of Wands here. Do you see how the specific 3 of Wands? 3 of Wands speaks about embarking on something. In this case, I'm seeing that this person is constantly looking, constantly on the go, sniffing, looking for some beautiful love, some deep person to connect to, where they can not only connect on a 3D level, but connect on a very deep emotional level. Someone from their point of view who will bring beautiful emotions within the world that they see lacks it at the moment. They believe in their shadows that the world may be a little too cruel, lacks empathy, or that people may not be there for each other, or they're too pragmatic. And so this person has learned to adapt. And, you know, the fish is all about movement. Nothing pleases the fish more than movement. And so they moved on in their lives, and they know how to adapt and get on with life and function normally with people. But they are an artist at heart. They are people who are a person who's very much in touch of their emotions, and while they're living fine on the outside, they're looking for that person who will bring that happiness that they're looking for from their shadow. Pile number 2, that will allow them to bring out, not that they're looking for someone to make them happy, but they're looking for someone whom they can finally release comfortably. And yes, comfortably is the word I'm looking for. That beautiful emotional side of them that they have, and not worry too much about being judged or mistreated or being taken advantage of, and connect on that type of deep level with someone. Pile number 2. And make no mistake, pile number 2. This is not a weak person. Yes, very emotional, but definitely not weak. You do have the Death card, and you do have the Yellow Aventurine. Now, this is a very powerful stone. It's, you know, it's associated, of course, with the solar plexus, and its metaphysical property is all about optimism, creativity, and even balance. Because of all the positive energy, it helps relieve grief. And it strongly vibrates in the solar plexus, and it assists in helping you use your personal power. So that's the type of energy that I'm even seeing in the cards for this person. This person has learned to adapt, has learned to get in touch with their personal power, has released their grief. A very positive person by nature, very creative, very outgoing, of course, with the fish. Loves life. Very hard to get hold of, slippery like the fish, because as social as they are and as positive and fun to be around as they are, they do like, at the end of the day, to spend a lot of their times on their own, discovering their passions, getting in touch with their emotional side, to really be themselves. Now, what I want to say here, the reason I actually got this stone to talk about with the death card here, is that with all these metaphysical properties and how powerfully this stone vibrates, imagine the yellow aventurine has quartz in it. I mean, if you can bring it clear, you might see like empty spaces with quartz here. It's such a beautiful stone, and quartz amplifies energy. And so imagine all these metaphysical powers being amplified. Such a wonderful stone to have. And taking a look at the stone with the death card, this is a person who has learned to master themselves. Make no mistake, again, as emotional as they are, they continue to grow, they continue to master their emotions, they are very self-disciplined, and to have this combination of being an artist at heart and someone who's outgoing and positive like that, along with having the qualification of knowing how to master your emotions and being self-disciplined, this shows me that this person is going to be super successful. They may have internal voices of perfection that they may need to heal in the future from previous parents or teachers that they're learning to balance out. But as I said, this is a person who learns how to grow, knows how to move on, very confident, very charismatic, and at the same time has learned to hone in and master their self-discipline. And they work very hard to constantly achieve and manifest the things that they want. They make it come to life. They make everything that they want come to life. You know, this is so funny. You know what this person, your spouse here, is reminding me of? I'm going to tell you a name, but please don't take this whole person at heart. We're taking a look at the positive aspect of this person. This is reminding me of Russell Brand. He's a person who has learned to take command of their emotional side, to hone in perhaps their addictions, or to hone in the things that they did in the past. This person has changed a lot, and he's super charismatic. Now, I'm talking about energy, we're not talking genders here. So, taking a look at Russell Brand, this charismatic side of this person, along with the strength that comes with it, active mind, and yes, someone who's very slippery as well. He can't hold down, loves to communicate with everyone, but at the end of the day is very deep and emotional. That is the side that that this reading is reminding me of when it comes to Russell Brand in this reading. Your future spouse, pile number 2, seeing the Temperance in conjunction with the yellow aventurine and death. This combination, and as well as this specific 2 of Pentacles, this is making me really understand that this person is kind of an alchemist. With Temperance, one of the cards' explanation is the concept of alchemy, being able to focus on the moment and put these 2 chemicals together, see how they're working, and at the moment you're very focused on making sure that your experiment or whatever that you're working on is going to come out fine, making sure that you put the exact ingredients, the right amounts at the right time. This sort of focus, along with the death card and the solar plexus from the yellow aventurine, I see that this person is very adamant about honing in their skills, working very hard to transform and become very popular. So your spouse may be someone who's worked hard to create a name for themselves. They may even be someone who might be popular or maybe even a star in their field. You're going to meet someone who's well known, someone who everyone wants to talk to. And that's because they have trained themselves over and over. They worked on themselves so hard and transformed a lot by improving their skills, seeing what they're really good at, and taking a look at what their dreams and aspirations are, and constantly improving over and over, adjusting until they become the superpower that they are today. Definitely a big name. We might find out in what field they're in as we take a look at more cards in your reading. But overall, a very powerful person and a very deep, loving one as well. Kind of a perfectionist here, if I may add. Sorry, this is the Mars in Virgo. I apologize if I said Capricorn. Mars in Virgo. And so you see them attending to details until they perfect their skills. You will be meeting this person, pile number 2, at a time when they are starting to take relationships pretty seriously. Because what I'm seeing here in this specific death card is the end of an era where, as much as loving this person is, they were also into getting into a lot of relationships in the past. A lot of them may not have been serious as well. Maybe due to the fact that they haven't found the right person. But I do see them ending this sort of behavior by the time you two meet. Slowly moving into actually finding the person of their dreams. And only picking one person, as you can see. They will know straight away when they lay their eyes on you that you are the one for them. You're going to be this person in their heart and soul, this person that they are madly in love with, this person that they want to be serious with, and you will see great commitment from this person. Pile number 2. Wow, and it was 1414 as we said that. Pretty magical. All right, so it is a time for change when they meet you. I think they're going to fall head over heels for you. They'll finally be able to get in touch with that side from their shadow out into the light when they meet you, and they will want really no one else. Let's get more information. Pile number 2. Ooh. On your future spouse. Wow, I just told you this person will completely change with the Wheel of Fortune here when they see you. And seeing the Wheel of Fortune in conjunction with Temperance, like, man, this person will balance themselves, will feel balanced as they meet you. They will feel like they're finally able to heal with you that part of their shadow. Oh my goodness, the 10 of Pentacles. See, it's under the Death card as well. And what I'm seeing here again, forming a happy family, forming a happy life with you, again with the 10 of Pentacles. It seems like both of you will be making a lot of money, and you'll be living very comfortably with each other, forming a family if you should choose to. Pile number 2. Oof, love your reading. All right. You have the Death card again. That's the second time we get the Death card. And it signifies greatly that it's a totally different new phase and a new life once they meet you. And it's like for both of you, since we have the 2 Death cards, both of you will have a totally different life as you come together and experience a lot of joy. You'll find... Yes, again, Temperance. You'll find a lot of balance in this connection, pile number 2, both of you. Not that you need someone to balance your energy, but really, your energies together will be wonderful, and it will assist you in your journeys of healing and finding your center. You have the Knight of Pentacles. You have slow moving energy here. Now that I'm noticing that. With the 6 of Swords and the steadfast energy of the Knight of Pentacles. We have slow moving energy. And you have the Hermit. Noticing that the Death card appeared twice. Now, you're appearing in this reading, pile number 2. I see that you will be meeting your future spouse or partner at a time where you've went introspect, you've healed a lot, you've grown. And also, your work is appearing here. I feel like you'll meet your future spouse in a time where you are going steady, surely, you're going steadfast in your career. You're taking it slowly but surely, and you would have built a lot of success in your career. And that's why we have the Ten of Pentacles here, where I felt like both of you will really be contributing in this luxurious life that you will be living, this happy, luxurious life that both of you will be living in. Also, I do see the Six of Swords in conjunction with the Knight of Pentacles, that when you do meet each other, like I said, first of all, this person will know that you are the one, and they'll be taking things slowly with you, pile number 2. You know, they will want to get to know you. They will want to form a connection with you. They will enjoy them being very in touch of their emotions. They'll enjoy these little experiences in life, and these little butterflies and these little moments with you, taking their full time to create a wonderful connection with you, little by little. They're not going to rush into things. They're going to enjoy every level of this connection. And so, for example, they're going to take their time to, with the initial phase when they're attracted to you, trying to figure out ways on how to approach you and how to get your attention. They're going to be taking their time to get to know you better as your friends. They're going to take their time to have deep conversations with you, to get to know who you are and what your opinions are about different things in life. They will want to experience the world with you, go out with you in different places that you and they enjoy, letting the emotions come out organically when it's the right moment. It's just going to be a slow but steadfast progress that will build a deep, beautiful, romantic relationship together. Very organic by nature, pile number 2. I love this sweet, romantic energy for you, pile number 2. I have enjoyed your pile immensely. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. So you have chosen the beautiful red jasper. Isn't it gorgeous? And the stingray. So let's take a look at your cards and find out exactly what your future spouse is going to be like, or your future partner. Okay, so let's put this for you over here. You have the Sun in Cancer with resourcefulness. Wow, this is giving me a lot of information right off the bat. Okay, I think I'm going to love this pile. Let's take a look at their shadow, which I'm going to be using with these 2 cards before we take a look at your tarot. So they have the Queen of Wands in their shadow. And they have the Four of Swords in their shadow. Right. Okay. perhaps this is why the stingray's here. Right, let's now take a look at your tarot cards. So pile number 3, you have the 7 of Cups. Right. Ooh, I love the 7 of Cups. You do see that someone has to quickly make a critical decision. Otherwise, everything will not be under control anymore. They have a lot of choices on what to do to maybe save their fish or save themselves. And they have to make a quick decision. All right, very interesting 7 of Cups. You have, ooh, the Lovers. I knew I was going to love this pile. You have Justice. I know I'm going to love this pile. And the 2 of Swords. And you have the 6 of Cups. My, what a beautiful reading. Pile number 3. Now, of course, before we get into the reading, the 6 of Cups could signify 2 things. We'll get more information as we read through this reading. But this is either someone wonderful that you've met before in your past, and now you're going to cross path and come together. Or this is a person who you'll meet, not necessarily from the past, someone that's new, but one that you will build memories and a beautiful story together. All right. With the Sun in Cancer, straight away, this seems to be a very loving, romantic person, for sure. In fact, they call the red jasper, this beautiful stone, they call it the supreme nurturer, because it really helps support through times of stress, and it brings tranquility. It's also used, it has been used as a stone for protection for thousands of years. So it seems like this is a loving, protective person that is there for the people around them during their times of stress as well as their good times. It absorbs negative energy. Wonderful person, very loving indeed, and is there for the people that matter to them. Now, before we get into the reading, I want to dive a little bit into their shadow side here. It's interesting that they have the Queen of Wands and the 4 of Swords in their shadow, which could signify, pile number 3, that this person may be initially a little bit shy. You do have the Queen of Wands, which is all about, exuding confidence and power, and not that they're not confident or powerful at all. You do see that their charisma stems from being sweet, strong, like the stingray. Make no mistake. But at the same time, they have this very charismatic shyness to them. These types of charismatic people that may not really say a lot, but they have a lot of self-confidence. They know perhaps that they're good looking. They know they are very intellectual, but yet quite humble and very assured of themselves. Very they have a lot of self-esteem because they are very honest people, very straightforward. So they move with poise, they don't talk a lot, and with the strength, their shy smile warms the heart. Pile number 3. That's the sort of person that I'm seeing here for you. This is a person who is charismatic, confident, but quite humble and shy. Very romantic and loving, very honest and truthful. What's the word? Puts honesty and justice above everything else. They make sure that they are fair to themselves and the people around them. You will not see this person lying to you, cheating on you, putting themselves dishonestly before others. They will put themselves first if it's rightly so, the right place for them. Pile number 3. Such an interesting character here. Now, I'm really drawn here to the 2 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. With this person, you're going to meet this person, pile number 3, at a critical point of their lives. So this person is someone who is very eager. Eagle came out for a reason. We'll take a look at that in a second. But yeah, eagle, very powerful person, very strong. So you'll meet this person at a very critical time of their lives. They will be very eager to grow. And so you'll meet them at the time of their lives where they're taking very critical decisions about maybe which country to live in, what to do, or what I'm feeling very strongly here is some very important decisions that they have to make to take their business or their career from one level into the next. They put a lot of love into their work. That's why I have the 7 of Cups here. And you have the 2 of Swords depicted as someone who has their hands on their heart. It's like they're taking big decisions, but they're making sure that they stay true to themselves, that they stay true to their goals, that this beautiful dream that they have, that they want to build. And along with all of that, they meet you, they cross their eyes on you, and is that a right expression? No, I don't think it is. Your eyes cross path, could we say that? I think we can. Your eyes meet is the simplest way to say it. And so they will lay their eyes on you and they will feel, oh my God, I'm in trouble. Because before that moment, they were very focused on making their dreams come true. They were being very resourceful. I'll talk about that in a second. And then you come along. Boy, what a crossroad, you know. You'll meet them at a very important cornerstone of their lives, where things are completely taking a turn to a different direction in terms of their business or their career, in terms of how they're going to live their lives, because you appeared now, and at heart, they are people who want to do the right thing. They want to give their work their best. They want to give relationships their best. So now what do? They don't want to lose either. So this is one of the shadows that they will have to fix, or let's get back to that. This is one, not the shadow. Shadow is not the right word. This is one of their spiritual learning lessons that they will have to go through, that is part of their growth. And that's, again, what the stingray is all about. The stingray is an archetype that shows growth. Again, so it's all about growth when they meet you. And so part of their growing is to learn how to make things work. Let me give you an example that is clearly depicted in one of your cards here. You see, nature gave us seeds, gave us a fertile soil, gave us water, gave us the sun, and we have to take the seeds, plant them into the soil, water it, and let nature take its course in order to have food in the area that we live. And so man has a lot of things to do. They have to take care of their families. It's the same example. They have to take care of their work. They have to make sure that a lot of quantities are created at the same time or planted at the same time. So we invented a lot of things to help us with this process, like the irrigation system, for example, how we can, through a machine that was run by perhaps cows, I believe in the past, was it cows or cattle, that would go around, and so this would in turn take water and irrigate and plant the land. So this person will have to learn, this is happening at the same time, because this person will have to learn how to diversify their resources, how to make use of the resources that they have, how to be creative and make things work, so that they're not just putting all their rightful area in one area of their lives, making it perfect, and leaving another. So now they have to balance between taking critical decisions in their lives, making sure that the work is done, by creating systems or figuring things out or hiring people to help, whatever system that will not only help them during this critical time, but will help them later on in life grow exponentially and create something wonderful. I believe both of you will be telling the story for the rest of your lives, how this was a very integral moment, but there was such a romantic connection happening here. And it just had to happen. It just had to grow organically and beautifully the way it would, without ever sacrificing on time, on the development process of this relationship, all while secretly here, this person figuring out how they're going to do that and build their business along the way. Such an interesting read. Pile number 3. And did I mention, I think I mentioned it a lot, but it's just up in my face here. This person is going to be a very honest lover. You're not going to suffer at all with their integrity, with their honesty, with their loyalty. You'll always find someone who will stand firm within their ethical standards, making sure they always do the right thing. They will be a great example to your children if you so choose to have children, because I do see a child here. They will be a great example to their children, to the people around them, on how to build healthy connections, how to build businesses, all while doing the right thing in all areas, really. Now I'm invited to go back to look at their shadow here. So we did already unfold their shy aspect. Now I'm noticing in both of the shadow cards an abandoned child. Do you see how a child here is being left alone in their bed cage? Also in their shadow is this great desire to be nurtured and loved. And it seems to me like they are the supreme nurture that we talked about. This supreme nurtureness is coming from their own need to be loved and nurtured. Maybe their parents perhaps could have been busy, or maybe they're not very emotional or loving by nature. Maybe they're more pragmatic. Who knows? At the end of the day, the result was that they did not get the nurture that they need and so much crave. And because They crave it so much. They make sure that they give it to everyone around them. No one is perfect. Everyone has their shadow aspect. Maybe they'll have the opportunity, obviously, to heal that part of them through you. This person is a person who grows, and so will not be depending on you to get the nurture, but will be able to heal it and grow through your help and through your love and care. Pile number 3. It's a relationship that this person will enjoy so much. You'll find so much depth, so much deep emotions is exactly what I want to say. Deep emotions, deep romance, longing and love from this person to you. They will love you to the moon and back. I feel like you'll be inseparable once you meet. Pile number 3. It's like a romantic connection of a lifetime, of how closely and how much dearly they will hold you in their hearts. It's like this person grows more in love with you, with the 6 of Cups and the Lovers, as your relationship grows, and not the other way around. And I do see here some healing happening. As you grow together, they'll be able to think and understand, heal their chakras, understand how to finally heal this part of them. They'll still be super nurturing, and they'll enjoy your nurture as well, but they will heal the shadow aspect that needs it. They will learn to give it to themselves first as your connection develops. Pile number 3. All right, so now that we've had a good look at their shadows, we've had a good look at how the relationship is going to be like, let's get more information about this wonderful, sweet, honest connection here. Okay, so can we whoa, thanks a lot. This on another pile, this was the first card coming up as well. So if you've chosen that pile and this one, this is a confirmation that your readings are right. Okay, so let's get more information about this person, please, about this connection. Can we kindly get more information about this connection, please? Thank you very much. All right, now I feel like it needs one more go. Lovely. Okay, so we have the 8 of Wands. Wow, the 10 of Pentacles appearing in this reading again. The 3 of Cups. And the 7 of Wands. This person will definitely be fighting for this connection, making sure that their work doesn't stand in the way, although there will be a lot of challenges like we talked about. Many people requiring their attention for the contracts they need to sign, for the decisions they need to take. They will not ignore all of these things, but they will definitely make sure they put you first, and that they at the same time handle all of the challenges coming their way. Make sure they get everything in life together. It's a big part of your story here, of this person making sure to show you how important you are, despite of the critical time that you will meet. And that's one of the reasons how you will know how much this person holds you dear. Pile number 3. So you'll notice as well that this person doesn't have a big circle of friends, but they definitely have a tight-knit circle of friends who you will join in with very happily. It will be balanced. You'll enjoy their small, dear connection of family and friends. You'll fit in beautifully with them and they with you. pile number 3. And again, having the 10 of Pentacles showing up and centering your reading, this looks like it's going to be a partnership that is blessed, that is very loving, that is very fortunate as well. It seems like this person will succeed at making very smart decisions, and will succeed in creating a lot of wealth for them and the family. That's why you have resourcefulness here. This person will have a lot of resources, is what I could feel from this reading. Your connection will go very quickly with the 8 of Wands. They will take action towards you. You will not be second guessing whether this person like you or not. You'll know it from the very second. They will be very outspoken with you. They will be very quick to ask you about a partnership or marriage or forming a family, maybe even proposing to you quite early on in the connection, and having you as part of this tight-knit group that they have. There's a celebration here, maybe even a wedding happening very quickly. It's a very strong part of your story where things are going to happen quickly. This person will courageously tell you how they feel, will be very open and honest with you. They'll be a wonderful communicator, very nurturing, very loving, and very protective. Pile number 3. They will absorb your sadness whenever you need someone to talk to. They will be there listening to you, making sure you know that you've been heard, giving you advice when you need it, and holding it off when it's time to just listen, making sure that they sometimes help you out even without you knowing, just to make sure that you are comfortable and that you're happy. This is a person who is full of surprises. Someone who will want to see a smile on your face regularly. They will want to bring a lot of gifts to you. They will wanna. It'll be a habit. You'll get used to them making a lot of surprises for you, just so that you can connect and have a nice time together, so that they can see you smile. Yes, a very active relationship. One that is not very warm in the beginning and then it fades off. This is a connection that will continue to grow, a connection that will continue to have fun. You have a person for the rest of your life that wants to dine with you, that wants to have fun experiences with you, that wants to bring some friends around and enjoy the beauties of life. This is a person who wants to travel with you. It's just a very exciting person in general, who wants to live life, wants to enjoy it, and certainly wants to enjoy it with you. Pile number 3. Boy, have I loved your reading. Such a precious, wonderful person. May you both be blessed in this beautiful connection. Pile number 3. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. So you have chosen the beautiful amethyst. That's how your stone looks like. And the buffalo. So let's take a look at your cards and see exactly how your future spouse or partner is going to be like. So just so you know, I will be using these 2 cards to take a look at their shadow aspect. And you have, wow, we have the buffalo, and perhaps this is another buffalo or Taurus, of course, with Mercury in Taurus, with resistance, right? You do see things changing here. All right, we'll talk about that in a second. That goes beautiful with the buffalo energy here, as well as the amethyst energy. A lot of purples in your reading. All right, so you have, or rather they have, the Queen of Swords in their shadow, and they have the Knight of Swords in their shadow. Quite a lot of swords in their shadow there. Okay, now let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. The Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords appearing twice, once in their shadow and once in their light. How interesting. The Four of Pentacles. Wow. What's going on here? And you have the Six of Pentacles. That's why this is here. Now I understand. And you have the Five of Cups. Right, so right off the bat, there's a lot of purples in your reading. And the first thing I can tell you about your future spouse, pile number 4, is the word resistance. Not resistance. What's the word that I'm looking for? Perseverance is the word that I'm looking for. You do see someone who's an old soul. This is a very empathetic person who is both very spiritual and very practical. Someone who's wise, someone who feels for others, someone who is very does a lot of philanthropy work. They have their heart on helping the poor. They feel for the less fortunate in whatever way. They feel for the ones who are abandoned socially or abandoned. They're not given opportunities. What a beautiful soul. Someone who sometimes goes out of their way to help others. Sometimes, what I want to say is sometimes to their own detriment. Pile number 4. A beautiful person who wants to be there for others. It's like they could even be a master soul. This is someone who possesses a lot of intelligence, very active crown chakra, very intelligent person, and has a very big spiritual mission on the planet. We're not talking about regular important things. I'm talking changing big things in the world. Like this person is there to somehow eradicate maybe poverty by revolutionizing how food is distributed around the world, for example, or is there to protect the environment. This person is there to help people on an international level and will stop at nothing to make it happen. They're between two worlds. You might find that this person has initially started their lives in an NGO where they've learned a lot. And maybe this is why all the swords in their shadow. They had to see a lot of unfairness. They had to bury their honesty. They had to bury their need to do the right thing and to go after their mission in the very beginning of their lives, because they went through the regular path of what they thought was great with the NGOs or whatever organization they chose to join at an early age, that was, as they thought, was in alignment with their passion to help others, help the people who lack what they need, or just have enough to go by, or food or poverty or the environment, the abandoned, the people who are treated unfairly, and so on. And they had to bury a lot of that in, so that they learn the process, they understand how the world works. And you're going to meet this person, pile number 4, at a crossroad where they're moving out of these unfair, from their point of views, organizations, Not that all NGOs are bad at all. I'm just saying their path. Moving into the way that they feel that they should do it. And so you'll meet them at the point where finally their Queen of Swords is out, where they get to live their truth, live their true authentic selves, stand by what they believe in finally, and go out with the experience that they've learned to help the world in the way that they believe it. Make no mistake, pile number 4, this is the life path of this person. This is their life mission. This is a master soul, like we said. Someone who's here on a very big mission on the planet and will stop at nothing to make sure that they help these people. They have a very big heart. And it pains them to know that other people are being treated unfairly. It pains them to know the unfairness that is happening in the world, the unfair distribution, or the way we deal with our planet, or whatever else that is they feel unfair. It pains them. It genuinely pains them, and they're not going to stop at anything until they make sure that they help the world. They're here to do that, and they will do that. And that's why the Queen of Swords is popping out of their shadow into the light once you meet them. Pile number 4. Wow, what a personality, I must say. You are going to end up with a beautiful person. Pile number 4. You're not going to go through a lot of the things that many relationships have to go through to grow. This is a wise person, a developed soul, someone who's fair, very empathetic, very loving, will make sure that they take care of you and themselves and the world along their way. With the 6 of Pentacles in your reading here, this really shows me that this person is going to be very victorious and very successful at doing this life mission. They're very supported by spirit, by the universe to do that mission. They will do it in this lifetime, as of course very obvious here. And they're going to be very strong-minded about it, hard-minded about it. There's no question about that. They will be able to, you're going to love their power and their courage. They're not afraid. You will love how they will see challenges and hardships or any bumps in the road as an opportunity of upliftment, as an opportunity to do something bigger. They don't look at the negative side of things. Of course they learn from it, but I mean they always look at the advantage of what's going on, and this is what really puts them ahead. Instead of crying over things, they see, okay, so how can I make use of that? How can I change that? They use the unfairness of maybe the system or whatever to their advantage to make things work. Very bright, smart people. These people, this person, pile number 4, does not fear anything. They do not fear death. They do not fear illness or misfortune. They feel like they're blessed. They will always be blessed, and they're using their blessings to help everyone else. They're very trusting by nature, but not to their detriment. So they're very wise and smart. They're not going to trust anyone who doesn't deserve this trust, but they're trusting in the power of the universe. They trust in divine power. They trust that they will reach their goals, that everything will work out in their favor and in the favor of those that they're trying to help. They trust the road ahead. They trust every turn that happens. They know they've developed a lot of spiritual strength. They know that whatever happens, no matter how bitter it could be, it's there for a reason. It's there for them to grow and will help them in their journey as they make their dreams come true and as they help others. Pile number 4. Such pure, beautiful presence with this person. I am sure you are going to love this beautiful person. Now, I'm going to be taking out, now that we've had a good introduction about them, I'm going to be taking out your tarot cards and find out more information about how your connection, wow, it was 56 when we said that, how your connection with them will be like. It looks like it's going to be very divine with the 56 appearing, because that is 11. Wow. So, let's see. So how is your connection with this person going to be like, please? How is pile number 4's connection with their spouse or future partner will be like, please? Thank you. This is going to be such a divine, beautiful connection. I think it's going to be once in a lifetime, unbelievable connection. Wow. Let's see. So you have the Magician, the Moon finally coming out of the shadow. All right, let's go back to you and them. Wow, the World, the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. Do we have space for one more card? No, we don't. Right. These are the cards meant to come out. Okay. So, first and foremost, this connection is going to be very magical, no doubt about it. It's also going to be a very private one, where between the both of you, you will experience magic. You will experience love like never before. A very spiritual connection where you seem to be very spiritual and also they seem to be very spiritual. And so both of you are part of each other's spiritual path, one way or the other. The way I see this connection and how the world is centering your reading, it seems like this person will think the world of you. They will feel like everything they ever wanted, they will find embodied in you. Pile number 4. They will love everything, every aspect about you. And this person is not just looking at the outer beauty. This person is going to be looking at every part, admiring every beautiful thing that you have about you. Your intelligence, your spirituality, your soul, your ethical standards, how you treat people, how you treat yourself, how beautiful you are on the outside, how beautiful you are on the inside, the fun activities that you'll have together. But most importantly, I see you, whether male or female, holding the planet. And it seems like you too, pile number 4. That's why you as well were drawn to the amethyst here. You too care a lot about the world. And you too have a big soul mission, a spiritual mission, where you want to help out the world. And that's why your spiritual paths you will cross paths, because you're part of each other's spiritual missions. And they will admire that about you so much, because while they are amazing in how they want to help the world, they will see that part in you too. I love you so much, pile number 4. I love that about you. Thank you for being this wonderful person. And so they will love that there is this one person in the world who actually cares. Not that there aren't any others, don't get me wrong, but they will love that about you because it's not very common from their point of view. And so they will love how they finally met someone who has it all and also wants to help the world one way or the other. So beautiful. So now this is very intriguing. You have the Two of Pentacles in this reading in conjunction with the Two of Swords. A lot of weighing out, a lot of thinking involved here, which shows me that this connection between the two of you is going to be very cerebral. Both of you will trust in each other's clarity and mental abilities. And so when you're wondering about something, you can always depend on going to the other person to have a cerebral talk, to see what they think of whatever is happening. So two very intelligent beings coming together, and two active minds, very smart, with active crown chakras, coming together to discuss things, to learn from each other. This person will be learning so much from you, and you as well, pile number 4, will be learning so much from them. You will be enjoying each other's conversations, and you will learn to see different perspectives. So while this person can come from a different perspective and be very stubborn about something, and you come from a different perspective, seeing something from a totally different light, you will be able to discuss these different, extremely different ideas together, poles apart, and be able to interchange intellectually the different sides of the coin, and change your minds. When you feel like this person could be right, you would cross over to their side. And if they feel you're right, they could cross over to your side. And sometimes you'll see that both of you will stand your ground, but you will evolve from that place, understanding the other side's point of view, and so evolving and growing your point of view, your point of views. Pile number 4. How I love your reading, pile number 4. Please take me, guys, with you with your discussions. I know I will enjoy it immensely. So pile number 4, that was your beautiful reading. May you be blessed with this magical, wonderful being, as magical as you are. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Love you, pile number 4. Bye.